This is Foodie Dean, and today we have something extra special for you guys today. And we're going to do a little bit of a challenge to see which one of these steaks is going to be the best. So we're going to have some friends and stuff come over and give us our opinion of what they feel and to see if it's worth doing this or not. So the steaks that we have right here, the first one that we have here up onto the left hand side for you guys is just a basic choice steak. This is a special steak that was on sale at Stater Brothers, which is one of our local markets here, and this was $7.99 a pound. There was another one that was lower than that. That was a choice. That was actually $5.99, but I didn't go all the way to the bottom, so I went to the mid-range here. This next one here, this is a USDA prime New York steak, and this is about $30 a prime. The next one over, this is also a New York prime, but it has been aged for 14 days, so it is an aged steak. Okay, so the last steak here, over to your right, if you really look at this, you can look at all the marbling and all this in this steak. This is a steak that comes from Japan, and it's a Wagyu A5, which means it is the best graded steak available. There's different types of Wagyu. There's the American Wagyu, there's Australian Wagyu, but this is the actual from Japan, the Wagyu A5, with the beef marbling score of 12. So again, it's the highest rated steak. This one here costs anywhere from $125 to $150 a pound. So this steak here is about $150. So we have a $150 steak, $35 steak, $30 steak, and then here we have our steak that was $6.79. So is it worth it to do this? I don't know. What do you guys think? Put in the comments and see what you guys think, if this is going to be worth it or not. But we're going to get this done, and then we're going to have our judges and give us our opinion and see what they think of these steaks. So let's go ahead and start, and we can go ahead to keep this as even as possible. The only thing that we're going to do today is put salt and a little bit of pepper. So we do have a French fleur de sel, and we're just going to use salt, pepper, because I don't want any other artificial flavors. So we just want that beef flavor to come through. So I'm going to go ahead and salt all these here, and then I'll turn them around. We'll do the other side, and as much as possible, we want to go ahead and do everything as evenly as possible. So we got there, a little bit here. We're going to the pepper. All right, so now we'll turn these over. And then we're going to salt all these, even the sides and everything, to get them all covered. So, in here. Okay, one interesting thing that I did want to go ahead and point out, if you look at those Wagyu, look how nice and soft this is. I mean, it just feels like butter in my hand. So I don't know how that's going to go ahead and turn out, but you can look there. Now from the aged, nice, you can tell it's nice and firm, it holds its shape. Our prime over here, a little bit more flexible. And then our steak over here, this is definitely, it's a little bit more flexible too. So it'll be interesting to see how the texture of these turn out once we go ahead and cook these. So let's take these, we're gonna go ahead and put them here up on the barbecue in a few minutes, and then my favorite part is actually see how good these are. So stay tuned, we're gonna put temperature probes in all these so we cook them all exactly at the same temperature and the same wellness. We're gonna hit for about 125, 130, which is about medium, a little bit under medium, because we definitely don't wanna go too much, but we wanna try to do everything as even as possible. So stay tuned, because from here, let's go over to the grill. All right, so now we have all the steaks here, almost ready to go. You can see we have all the temperature probes in the center of every single one of these. And you can go ahead and see also, we have our app on our phone. All right, so here comes the fun part. We're gonna go ahead and put the steaks up on the barbecue. We got everything going here, up on some natural mesquite. Let's go ahead and set these over here. We do have the probes. So we'll put this one right there. You can hear the steaks talking to us. Here's our aged prime, our New York prime, and our choice. Right here. We'll put that on there. Go ahead and watch what the probes say. All right, so the steaks have come off of the grill. Let's go ahead and see how they came out. So this is the first one here again, which is just the choice. So let me just go ahead and do a couple of things here. Definitely, I see some firmness. So that's it. Let's go ahead and see how the wellness is. And let me turn these up on the side so we can go ahead and see these. Oops. That might be just for the chef because it fell over. But no, we'll wait. Oh, okay, that gives you good. Nice little pink color in there. Everything good. This next one is going to be our New York prime. Wow. You know what? A big difference right now that I'm trying to see is look how this slices. So much easier than the other one. So that's going to be interesting to see what, if it has any effect onto the taste. Keep slicing these. Okay, that's our prime. And next, we're going to go ahead and cut the prime 24-day aged over here. And yeah, it is definitely getting a little bit darker. All to just about 130, so the wellness is about the same. So now, this is the interesting one. We're gonna go ahead and cut the Wagyu A5. I can see it speaking Japanese already. But you know what? If you look at it, it's actually very, very soft. You can look, I'm barely even cutting into it, and it's cutting. So wow. Flip these on the side. Okay, so this here gives us a little bit of a idea of what we got. So now what we're going to do, I need to have my tasters come over here. So, Mr. Taster, can you come over here? Okay, and my second taster. Okay. Come over here. All right, so the first one that we're gonna go ahead and taste is this. This is our choice steak, which is just, again, take a little piece of the choice. It's tasty. It's got a little bit of a bite to it. What do you think?
A little bite, right?
A little bit of bite, right?
Too chewy. It's too chewy.
Too chewy?
A little chewy, yes. A little chewy.
Yeah.
I agree.
Definitely very tasty, chewy. That French salt is definitely amazing. Tastes really good,
Definitely.
but definitely chewy. So now, let's move on to our New York Prime, which is the next one. And my first taster didn't even want to wait. Let's just jump in there.
Oh, it's definitely better. Yeah.
See here.
Oh, much better.
Tremendous.
Big leap.
What's your opinion?
Much better. Not
Much
so
better?
gummy. Just kind of melts in your mouth.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good, huh? You know what? I'm going to have another one. I've got 3 little pieces. Let's finish off this one here. Come on.
Thank you, sir.
I want that one.
Okay. That's very good. Very
That's
good.
very, very good.
Very
Prime New York steak. Really good.
Oh my God.
Next one. Let's see if we can take a difference. It's going to be the Prime New York again. but a 14-day aged prime steak. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that. Try this one over here. You guys tell me if there's any difference. I have my opinion.
Yes.
What's your opinion?
I think it's better.
I think it's better. To me, it seems like it's a lot more tender, right?
But not by much, I'll be honest.
But it's definitely, more tender.
better. Yes, yes.
You know what?
But between now and the first one, unbelievable change.
Yeah,
You don't get that gumminess like you say.
I agree, and I think if you've never experienced it, the first one definitely it's okay, but it's just okay. It's a steak, and again, this is not the bottom of the barrel. It is the choice. But let me go and try one more of these. Okay. How about that we try the Wagyu? What do you guys think? Or should we wait till tomorrow?
Yeah.
No, definitely not. Let's try
Not
it
wait
now.
till tomorrow?
No, sir.
All right. So let's go ahead and take a piece of the Wagyu.
I don't mind it on a little bit of seasoning.
You want to see here? Definitely very tender. What do you think?
I like that one better.
I
like
like
a
that
prime?
one better too. I have to admit that.
I like that one better. It's
I
better.
do. I think for supposedly the top of the line.
Well, we got the cameraman too. Wants a taste. Cameraman?
I'll try the
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try this one. We do it. There you go.
Okay. So we did our test here. Again, the differences, and I think the Wagyu is definitely very good. It's just a very big price difference from the other ones. That aged New York for me was definitely probably the winner. Price-wise, value-wise, I think that was good. But I would encourage you guys to go ahead, not to be afraid. Try different things. Try it out and see what you guys like, and then post in the comments and see what you guys like. So just remember to like and subscribe and click the bell notification button because we're bringing you a lot more videos out there. So enjoy. All right, so to go ahead and recap between the four steaks, the first steak that was a choice that was like $7.99 a pound was a pretty basic steak. The other two definitely stood out. It was a USDA prime New York steak, and the third one was a USDA prime aged for 14-day steak. Those were really truly amazing steaks. Now, I understand everywhere you go on the internet, everybody talks about the Wagyu A5, that it's just simply amazing. And I know my opinion is going to be against what everybody thinks on YouTube. However, I just think it was excessively too much fat in it. It was too greasy. And I can see why you wouldn't eat a whole steak because it's just too rich. But I just truly, really did not enjoy that. And when you consider that it's 4 to 5 times the amount of the price of that New York Prime, it just did not make sense to me. And beyond that, beyond the choice steak, that's like 10 or 15 times the amount of that steak, just for the value for the money. To me, and again, I know I'm going against what everybody else says up on YouTube and online. It just did not make sense to me. So I'm going to go ahead and probably stick to the New York Primes, and maybe we'll do another challenge and do it with a lower grade of Wagyu. I just thought it was too much fat. So I've had some of the other Wagyu that's delicious. It's just, like I say, maybe we're going to go ahead and do it again, but do it with a lower grade Wagyu, which I think might just be better. Sometimes too much of something is not good. And in this instance, I think it was just way too much fat. In addition to that, I even tried cooking the Wagyu in a pan, and you can go ahead and see the amount of fat that it released. And just again, way too much for me. But again, you guys try and see what you guys think.